Also hypocrisy among the right on something that has been an issue of double standards, a source of double standards for many years, which is disaster relief. We've heard for years Republicans flip-flop on whether FEMA and other organizations in the federal government should provide disaster relief. Typically, the way it goes is when it's not a disaster that affects their district personally, they're against disaster relief funding from the federal government. And all of a sudden, when it's a disaster that does affect their constituents, they are for it. And that is exactly the example that I bring you today. Arizona Republicans, Senator Jeff Flake, Senator John McCain, and Congressman Paul Gosar all voted against emergency relief funding after Superstorm Sandy destroyed parts of New Jersey, parts of New York, wreaked havoc in the Northeast. And now, following wildfires in Arizona, not surprisingly, they're all changing their tune. Now, all of a sudden, they do want relief dollars to go to them. And John McCain and Flake issued a joint statement saying, it's a shame that FEMA couldn't find it within their mission to help rebuild their homes and lives. McCain added that in light of the 19 firefighter deaths and the 134 destroyed homes, the damage that was done was very substantial and I believe qualified for federal relief, he's saying. So we're going to do everything to urge the president to change his mind. Now, back in January, the Senate did pass this very significantly delayed $50.5 billion Sandy relief package. There were 36 senators who voted against the bill. Flake and McCain were on that list. John McCain at the time was criticizing provisions in the bill that might not be spent immediately. He was saying those are questionable. He says we couldn't justify this kind of spending. And on the House side, Congressman Gosar was also one to vote against it. And Gosar, by the way, is a climate change denier, and he's blaming extreme environmental groups for Arizona's many wildfires, totally disconnected from the realities of weather, climate, humidity, and just very, very basic things, Lewis. So now, Lewis, the next thing is going to be waiting for Republicans and conservative media to just say that President Obama is playing politics. New Jersey and New York were blue states. They got the funding. Not so much in Arizona. They don't get the funding, which of course would be completely unsubstantiated, but not unexpected.
Yeah, it's ammunition. And you know what? It's good ammunition, especially for the people that they represent. But you can go back and look at just about any government handout, bailout, any type of aid. People like this, the Republicans like this, are usually against it when it comes to just about every state except theirs.
Right. And not only is it not in someone else's state, but in my state type of thing, kind of the opposite of a not in my own backyard argument. But here we have an example where I guess it's unreasonable for FEMA to help blue states. But now that it's a red state, it's reasonable. And let's consider, by the way, that blue states contribute much more to the taxes that fund disaster relief than do red states, something we've widely covered, but that logic seems to be lost on a lot of people.